Let's head live now to Kings Park in Perth and bring in Liberal Senator Linda Reynolds as we turn our attention back to the WA election. Linda Reynolds, thank you for your time. We appreciate it. What results and what seats, what areas are you going to look at tonight that might give your side of politics and Peter Dutton some hope for his federal election prospects?
Well, good evening, and it's going to be an historic night tonight for the Liberal Party, and the first thing I'd say, it is very clear that the WA Liberal Party is back, and the work that the party has done over the last couple of years is really paying off. We've got one incumbent who's running in the seat, and the rest are new candidates, which we've drawn from many different sectors and background and ages. So it's all that work has paid off. So as Basil said earlier, our biggest swing ever was in 2013, 5.4% 2PP, and I think, and I'm very confident, we'll certainly surpass that. And the feeling out on the ground over the last few weeks in some of the seats that people have already been focusing on, like Churchlands and Nedlands and South Perth and Careen, I think will all do well tonight. They'll still be tough, but there are so many seats, and today I've spent time in Kalamunda and Forestfield, which is the Perth Hills. Now, they've got big margins, well over 10%, but I'm very confident that they will swing back and swing back big. So there's a number of those seats between the 10 and 20% where we've got outstanding candidates and, quite frankly, quite lazy Labor MPs. But there are other seats as well, particularly in Perth's north, seats such as Lansdale with Marizanne Moore, who has campaigned magnificently. Seats like where have we got? We've got Butler and Mindari, where we might not win those seats tonight, but we will get very high double-digit swings. And the reason I say that is after campaigning in those areas, both federally and state, we've got people there who are so angry with Labor, both federal and state. You know, they're the real people who are suffering with the state and federal Labor government-generated cost of living pressures on them. They're worried about health. They've got significant underfunding in health, ramping at our hospitals, crime's up 40%. And so there's a lot of these areas who are very angry with both federal and state Labor. So I think those are some of the areas that you don't just look at the margin, but have a look at the swings that we'll get tonight.
Linda Reynolds, Ashley Gillen here. The Liberal Party performed so dismally at the 2017 and 2021 election that realistically the only way for the Labor vote to go tonight is down. So anything but a swing towards the Liberals would be a devastating result for your side. What is the benchmark? What's the pass rate? What's the credible number of seats, do you think, for the party to pick up to be able to really give the Liberal Party a tick of approval to say that you are really back in business in the WA Parliament? Is it 10 plus seats, 12 plus seats? What's your mark?
I don't have a number, but then, well, to start off with, I think if we do better than we've ever done before in terms of the swing, and I said that's the 2013 benchmark, which would get us, I think, about 5 seats between us and the National Party. But I'm cautiously optimistic, but very optimistic that we will do far better than that. In some of the seats where we get a more uniform swing, but there will be some surprises tonight. And I think it's going to take time to get the results for a number of those seats because the Western Australian Electoral Commission is counting the booth results first, and then they're going to the pre-polls. And traditionally, and certainly our feeling is that we'll do better in the pre-polls. So it might take some time tonight to get a really good idea, but if we can beat that 5.4 two-party preferred in 2013, but look, we've won the ground game. We've got a fabulous group of candidates who are out there campaigning. The mood in the party, even though it's been described as a David and Goliath battle, is just palpably wonderful. And I'm so proud of the party. I'm so proud of Libby Mettam, who's had everything thrown at her by the Labor Party, and she's been an outstanding leader of the team. And, you know, regardless of the final number, we are back, and it's very clear to us that we are.
Linda Reynolds, Andrew Clennell, are you seriously saying with the winning of 5 seats, you'd be back in a 59-seat parliament? You've just pointed out crime's up. You got ambulance ramping. The cost of everything's gone up about 15% over the last 3 years. Why aren't the Liberal Party doing better tonight than what you're suggesting? Because it seems to me the Liberal Party's
Andrew,
still in a lot of trouble in this state. You know, and it seems to me that just like in 2007 when Kevin Rudd couldn't make inroads in Western Australia, Peter Dutton is unlikely to make inroads here too.
Andrew, I couldn't disagree with you more. The polls have only just closed, so we don't know yet where we're trending in any of the seats. But if we can get the biggest swing we have ever had in the history of our party, plus many more, that is absolutely a huge turnaround for us. And it is a journey. There's no question that we've come off such a low base. But it's also really important, I think, for not just for commentators, but for those who are watching closely tonight, is that when Labor have 59 seats in the lower house, 53 of 59, that comes with a huge amount of resources. And on top of that, when you've got the government resources and the extra money that comes with that, it has been an enormous ground game by the Liberal Party. So in terms of the party being united, getting out there, fighting and having great candidates, there is no question that we have left nothing on the bench today. And that's why I'm so proud. So the lowest benchmark for me is the biggest swing we've ever had. But I'm very confident that as the night goes on tonight, we will get many more than that.
Given your confidence, Senator, did you think that Libby Mettam deserves to remain as leader regardless and to serve the next term as leader of the Liberal Party and leader of the opposition then?
Well, the polls have just closed, but can I say about Libby, I have nothing but admiration for her leadership. She has been passionate, she is compassionate, and she has led this team incredibly well. So it's ultimately going to be up to the state party room. It's not up to me. And it will depend on, obviously, who wins tonight. But if Libby decides to stay, and she does run, I would encourage her to do so because she has been amazing.
Okay. Linda Reynolds, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.